Hello guys, I am back with another great replay, and so we have Tigga, who is the blue NATO player. Maybe he's over here instead. And we have Darrick, who is the red pact player. So Tigga is currently rated number 1 in the world, which makes this, the highest rated match I've ever cast. So it's on this map, the Furda, and it features 2 entry points, Lima and Golf, an Alpha and a Charlie. And there's various strategies, so sometimes people like to try and keep both, sometimes people push one side, and so just looking at the deployments, you can see Tigga is trying to push both, whereas Darrick is trying to push just one so far. So let's speed this up and see what the deployments look like. Alright, let's take a look at the unit composition. We have lots of anti-aircraft missiles everywhere. We have our, whoa, that's a lot. We got some Zippo flamethrower tanks, armored personnel carriers, nice little scout here. Lots of anti-aircraft actually. It's just a very, very defensive player looking at here. He has tank destroyers, just gonna sit them in the woods, and looks like, yep, he's just gonna sit here and camp. The red player has, let's see what he has. A lot of anti-aircraft, personnel carriers. Ooh, a lot right here. Anti-aircraft and infantry there. I think there's actually some anti-tank weapons as well. Here are these T-55s, some BMPs, nice bit of stuff here. So we have a battle raging for Foxtrot, where we have some Monstericans getting caught off guard by these fresheners and these I can't pronounce half these word, guys, I'm sorry. It looks like these poor infantry are going to get taken out. And over here, we have a battle for the city with, once again, Threshpasser against a single armored carrier, which did not get sniped yet. Looks like it's going to try and sit in the middle here, which isn't too bad. The Fernshahers are trying to move in this way, though. The Mott-Schutzen has been deployed, and the 2 of them are moving towards the middle. On this side we have a little flank being made. India is going to be a major battleground. One is going to capture it, one is not. One's actually just moving a lot of Zippos, like a ton. This is a great place for Zippo because all this forest area. And so, yeah, I'm pretty sure this Mott-Schutzen should be able to take this Fernshire out. But not really. Are they going to meet each other in like a really awkward way? I think so. Oh. So the Fernshahers taking out this BTR 60 Pi PAI, which has not deployed its infantry and is sniped. Oh, we have more going on here. Looks like the supply truck is moving ahead. Pretty sure that's a mistake. Yeah, battle for middle continues on. This Fernshire is most definitely going to die. It got caught at an awkward angle. And there's like a little playground here. This is someone's neighborhood. Looking at it, it's got like a little well here, an artesian well, a nice little blue house. So sorry for those folks who are in the middle of this battlefield. So we're looking here at the Hemet, and we have a bunch of helicopters going to come in. It looks like they're going to get sniped off. Helicopters are very bad to lose. They're worth way too much. The AMX 10P with its anti-air capacity on top of its normal infantry fighting abilities. This battle here is still raging on. Oh, here it is. It's a TZ. That's a dirty word. I'm not saying that. And on this front, nothing, but we do have something in the middle here. A VAB does get picked off. The anti-tank gun Milan F2, which is my favorite anti-tank gun, looks like it's going to get picked off as well. Those ones are best deployed way back. So we have Zippos here for support, just in case of a rush. Looks like we have some infantry vehicles sniping around, going after the tank destroyers. Tank destroyers, of course, cannot hit infantry, so this is a great opportunity if you just move the infantry forward. I don't think that, yeah, they can't hit infantry. They only have anti-rocket stuff. So Lima has been abandoned. He's moved over to Hotel. We have Red split up in Charlie and Alpha, and he's taken India. And he's also had lots of flank positionings. Looks like we have some cobras hitting infantry, so he's lost his real opportunity there. Because these cobras can just continue pounding that area, continue stunning them. So they're going to move forward now, try to get some more forward vision. We have a movement here onto blue with AMX 10P and some chasseurs. You get the MI-826 up, MI-8 TVs up front. Looks like they may go down. In fact, this one is going down. It's crashing heavily. So that's going to give a pretty decent lead for Tigga. Those are very, very valuable. You cannot lose those. The chasseurs are running away. He's moving the Zippo into position because this is a lot of infantry stuff. A lot of infantry. These guys are getting pushed out by the Cobras just because they don't have anti-air, and there's a front shot here as well to capture them. What do we got going on here? None's yet. Still cold. Cobra's still pounding away. Pounding away. He's not letting these guys get in for cheap. But this BTR can shoot back, which is kind of interesting. Unfortunately, it's stunned, and this guy's out of ammo. So we do have Red moving up his T-55 tanks to try and snipe at these infantry. Not the best move, because they do have the rockets. And here comes the Zippos coming into effect. Zippos have anti-morale attacks. He should not be running into this. He's got the motor strikers coming in as well. Not the best move. Lost the tank. He's just funneling all his units in here. Oh no. Fire and brimstone, and it's coming from two angles as well, so he's got a lot of coverage here, and these things have insanely high range considering, you know, what they are. It's a flamethrower that shoots 10 kilometers away. That's pretty insane. We have a little bit of action going on here. He tried to flank the sapper, he did get caught off by that chasseur, but going back to the main field here, the motor strikers are closing in. They're going to get caught by the Zippos, which have insanely high ammunition. 800, that's insane. Motor strikers down. Here's some Pizreka Stellas, which are anti-air. Unfortunately, there's no air in the area, so they're going to be a little bit out of place right now. Red got pretty heavily devastated there. As you can see, the lead has switched over to in favor of Tigga. And he is now moving his BRDM command out of here, which gives the FV-105 Sultan primacy over this area. So he'll probably move back to Delta, maybe the best place, because that's just the place he has coverage of. And so, what do we have reinforcing here? M163 Vulcan, some anti-air coming in. And does Red have coming in, if anything? He has recons. Okay, and infantry units. So this is kind of more of what he's doing. Blue is repositioning. I don't know why this isn't captured. That's kind of weird. Maybe that's a bug. But, I mean, he's trying to move all his forces out of here. It's not really working. These guys are still here. I'm actually kind of surprised. Tank destroyers are going to pick off this BTR. And unfortunately, this is once again, a Prizek Stelia, which was brought here to try and snipe off this Cobra, which has since escaped. So it's not going to be a really good unit mix of this. He should take the sapper in, though, and just take the tank destroyers, just right off the bat, straight up. So he's moving this armored personnel carrier, and he's going to try and move it here. Unfortunately, it's bad timing. There happens to be a bunch of BTRs here as well. And that's just to block off reinforcements and get some cheap kills. If like one of those can kill something big, like one tank, it pays itself off in doubles. Sure, we have the supply, going to resupply this whole area. Still not cleaned up. He's getting some pretty cheap hits here. Actually, it's not even a command here, so this isn't actually even a major front at the moment, to be honest. Looks like he's moving in on these poor Prizek Strelias, which are going to get flamed down. Ooh, that's why, because he's attacking this Mi-63 Vulcan. You gotta turn off your non-AT-air there, boss, or you're going to die. Poor Vulcan. But maybe Blue's not really looking, because he's got all these Zippos here that could just easily flame this area and take it out. But he's not. Let's see what happens to this poor little dude. So you see there's fire around him. And there we go. Now he's taken out. But he's already done damage. That unit's... or did it? I think they might have been pulled back. So the M60A1 Patton tanks, named after my favorite American general, General Patton. I actually only think he's my favorite because of the movie Patton, which is my favorite war movie of all time. So this Patton, which should force all these guys out, just because tanks do really good against pretty much all of that. Really all he needs to get here is like, oh, and it's already happening. Already getting some pot shots. He moved these into this little town here, and that's smart. It's a great ambush point. He's got another dude here ambushing, but once again, he doesn't control this zone, and this should be moved like right here to ambush this, but there's already a personal carrier blocking that. And you just see smart play, like, people protect their reinforcement routes. You can see right here, this is a very patient unit, FE-103. It is still trying to get like somewhere around here. So we have another helicopter. We're going to get some pot shots. Nope, it is running away because the AMX-10P is too good. Yes. Let's see, armored personnel carriers, just reinforcing with infantry. Not a terrible idea by no means. It looks like he's trying to go in for a new flank in the woods here, just to kind of tinker them in. And like right at this level of play, you really just gotta like, spread your forces around and just win on ambushes, because you usually get more points on the defense. And these units, poor guys, can only move a little bit longer. It looks like he's going to deploy his Motostreakles, put in place. He wants to put it like right here, and just hit that line. But there's already something spotting there, so he shouldn't do too much damage. It will be a pain in the ass to clean up, I'll say that much. So, just continue speeding this game until something happens. And you can see blinding blinking. Oh my god, that's blinding. Oh, we have... Is he finally going to clean this up? He is. So this nuisance... Well, actually, that's not the big nuisance. The big nuisance is right here. This, I cleaned up a minor nuisance here. Nothing big happened here. The Motostreakles are moving into position to hit stuff, though. And that's their goal. As you see, like Red's unit positioning, he's got a lineup that you can draw through that's hitting all flanks. And just slowly moving in on blue. And this gives him an opportunity. If he wants to expand, he can take anything on the map pretty freely and get more points. And as you can see, like the map layout, it's a 3 base orange versus 2 base blue. So Darrick playing very, very well against the quote-unquote top player of the world. Oh, you might get a command. No, the command is not being targeted. He's instead going for these AMXs. And Motostreakles are going to get cleaned up. These Motostreakles are trying to get into a better position to attack. If they can hit this Vulcan here, that'd be a pretty big hit. But these Cobras are coming up the BTR 60 APs. Actually, it looks like he's taking the Motostreakles in the village here, which is like one of the most stealthy places, and it can just pick off Cobras like crazy, or any units that kind of try and reinforce through here. So these recons are moving into various positions. Looks like he's not going to fall for it though. He's sending some Trossers Farmas and some Zippos in here to clean this up. Down here we have Motostreakles got cleaned up. And here we go, there's the charge of the Chasseurs Farmas. It's kind of weird how a French developer makes French units insanely powerful. I know the French have one of the most trained armies in the world, but not that great, guys. Fern Shadow took off a free SPW-48, which is a recon. And looks like, oh, it's another free unit. Ooh, poor recon vehicle. Just not going to be able to eat this recon infantry unit, I don't think. Although, bum bum bum, no, rockets came to effect. And the Chancellors are charging in on the Motostreakles. Here comes the flame of La Zippo M132. And the Motostreakles are getting whittled down, and they are down. Oh, look at all the dead bodies in this person's lawn. It's pretty European car. It's like a Volkswagen in there, isn't it? A little Volkswagen in there? Or is that a... What the hell is that? Is it a hybrid? I think it's a hybrid. What the hell is this person doing with a hybrid? In the middle of a war zone. God damn, you think these people would have just left? The motorcycles here try to push in, and they get pushed back pretty quick. Kind of letting Blue know they're here, and so here comes some AMXs that attempt to clean this up. This is probably not enough, truth be told. So we have a BDRM going around the long way. No, never mind. The Spartan's here to kind of pick off anything that goes towards Delta, which could include a command vehicle. So like I said, looks like we're having an expansion happening, maybe? Yeah, 1, 2... Oh, there's this one gone too. Oh, it's still there, it's just not getting credit for some reason. But he will have 4 bases, basically. So we have a surplus of chasseurs cleaning up this little nuisance. Tigga is still 500 points ahead, though. Keep that in mind. This is a game that's about points. So even though Red has good positioning, and there's lots of bases, he's not winning on points. He's losing all the battles. It's an unfortunate truth. So we have a small push by Red and Blue simultaneously. Everything running in very, very quickly. The chasseurs are in the open, get caught by these BTRs, which are now deploying the sapperies. The Zippos are going to clean that up. And we have more infantry just pushing forward. I'm actually surprised that Red has kept on infantry tech as much as he has, considering how many Zippos are on the map. I think by now he would switch over to like artillery and just, you know, bust this stuff out. I mean, that's what everyone complains about on the forums, is exactly how powerful the infantries are. Looks like this is getting picked off for free. But the motorcycles had moved up into position, which was a big part of this push, and now he's regained position on India. I don't know why this isn't counting, though. It just kind of bothers me. Whatever happened to that other command? There was a second command. I don't know where it went to. Oh, here, Foxtrot. So, something happened here. So we have a scout moving up, the armored recon, looking to pick off this freebie unit right here who has a track transaxial hit, which basically means it's moving slower and inconsistently. And big battle here between the chasseurs, the flamars, and the sapperies. Sapperies, of course, are basically anti-infantry infantry. When they get close, they have flamethrowers. They have to be pretty close for that, though. And you can see, like, it's actually shooting off a little bit of flamethrower action, just not nearly as much as these Zippos. So it looks like we're going to have some free AMX here, which are caught in the open and stunned, getting knocked out and blown up by lots of anti-tank and tank weaponry. And they might just escape. So speeding along. It's 3 base versus 2 base still, meaning that Red is getting and has more units. Is that artillery tech from CM? No, it's anti-aircraft. I was wrong. Oh, there's the artillery, the Danas, yes. 3 Danas in the field, so now like lots of artillery to kind of just crunch in this area here. And he knows there's a lot here. He knows it's worth bombarding. Both Shuzans are pushing this recon out of this area, just trying to pigeonhole them into one position. T-55s moving in on these PTR and just getting smashed by a combination of infantry fighting vehicles and infantry. It's also being supplied by the Tenment, which is a big part of this. We have over here another battle, Chasseur, recons, tanks. It looks like these tanks are also going to get picked off for pretty cheap. Chasseurs are pretty damn inexpensive and dead. So we got one here, a tank destroyer. A little bit out of position. It's getting sniped by an infantry fighting vehicle. And it looks like this is going to go down as well. There's a lot going on at once. This is multiple counterattacks. The Danes are still firing. Up here we have an attack of motor Strickles, Motorschützen, and the vehicle sitting here. Now this is an infantry charge, which can work sometimes when you're charging into tanks and tank destroyers, but not when you're charging into infantry vehicles, and yeah. There's also like random rockets being fired on here from this. Where do those rockets come from? Oh, here it is. The no. Here it is. The Amix Alfie. This unit I've never been seen before. Just bombarding this area, making sure these Motorschützen, and he's kiting away so that he can't catch up, and that actually ends the game. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.